Good afternoon everybody, I am Angel from Lima. Welcome to the channel. Today, the 27th of May, we Peruvians celebrate the Day of the Native Language, and I want to recommend reading this book. I bought it in Ayacucho, a city in the southern Andes of Peru, 2 years ago. It is called ATUQCHA and Other Andean Stories. This book was published 11 years ago by Mr. Castillo, Ochoa, who was born in the Ayacucho region, specifically in Vilcashuaman, and he is an anthropologist. He studied at the National University of San Cristobal in Huamanga, the capital of Ayacucho. Something that I really like about this book, published by Temática Editores Generales in 2010, is that it has some extract by José María Arguedas, one of the most important indigenous writers in the 20th century here in our country. Mr. Castillo tells us about his testimony, about his life and his relationship with Quechua, our native language here in the Andes. He said that that was his first tongue, his native tongue, learned in Vilcashuaman. His mother didn't have any formal education and she spoke in Quechua. His father had both Spanish and indigenous tradition, and he's learned Runasimi, the traditional name of Quechua, as a native language, as a mother tongue, and then he learned Spanish. This is a reality that many Peruvians in the Andes and also in the Amazonia live. Okay, so the necessity to learn the lingua franca, which is Spanish. However, their life, their philosophy, their feeling is in the native language, of course. He became an anthropologist, and in this way he was able to understand, as it says, in depth, the reality of our country in different aspects, from economics to society, from politics to history, from linguistics to ideologies. He has read two of the most popular and prestigious indigenous writers, Ciro Alegría and José María Arguedas. He has published many books concerning folklore in general and popular literature in particular. So this section is called UYWA, which means stories. What I really like about it is that he has published a lot of stories in both languages. As you can find the first story, Chihuyuchawan Unchuchukucha. Look at this. I know that Quechua can be a really complicated language, the complexity, and it's very, very different in its grammar, in its morphology from Spanish. Okay? Those languages have absolutely nothing to do. However, in the next part, you can find the text in Spanish, and it is accompanied by hilarious pictures, okay? Very, very beautiful pictures. If you have the opportunity to buy a book like this, I really recommend that, so that you can learn about a different culture and open your mind in this way. Or as in my case, this is a kind of a trip, okay, a journey to my origins, because as I mentioned in other videos, my maternal family come from Ayacucho, from this region. However, since my mom was born in Lima, she understands a little. I was born after my grandma, who spoke Quechua as a mother tongue, died. So in my case, I only know some words, but by reading them, by tasting those melodic words, really difficult to read at times, and then reading the Spanish translation, which is never the same exactly. In one way or another, I feel that I am going back to my origins. So, happy Day of the Native Language to the many millions of Peruvians who speak a native language. It seems weird at times that I am making this video in English, okay, a language that has little or no link with the history of our country. However, as you know, the nature of my channel, this is how I do it, and perhaps, who knows, in some years I can start making videos in Quechua after I achieve certain fluency. Bye bye.